I've died before, Albert. I'm not afraid to die again.
Hey, grandson. How you doing? The tall, dark stranger is regarding you with a mixture of curiosity and approval. Oh no, I can tell who this is just by looking at that. Oh no. I think... Didn't the other one show too? Dagnabbit. I wasn't paying attention. Can't say I've chatted with you before. Think I'd remember if I'd had. Seen your fair share of fighting, have you? Yeah? And worry besides. Rest assured, I've no secret designs. Name's Granson. A bounty hunter by trade, mostly sin eaters. When I first laid eyes on you, I had a feeling you were a tough bastard. The sort that must get mistaken for that warrior of darkness folks have been talking about recently. Is that right? No. Easy, killer. I couldn't care less who you are or what you've done. The only thing I'm looking for these days is a like-minded partner. Someone willing to join me in the hunt for the biggest prize this side of Norvrot. I'd hear the details first. I'm really skeptical about these. Dagnabbit, this hurts, seeing the pictures like this. Thought that grabs your attention. Dikaiosine's the fiend I'm after. The one of the so-called Cardinal Virtues, as folks are wont to call them. Former warriors of light, the esteemed heroes who saved the realm a century ago. Dear old Brandon was one of them, I'm told. Stop me if you've heard all this before. Anyways, like his comrades, Brandon died in the process, only to return relatively recently as the Sin Eater. The better to torment we few who survive their mercy. Needless to say, I aim to put an end to all that. You've heard the pitch, so what's the answer? You interested in hunting Dikaiosine with me? Dikaiosine? Not a word of hesitation. I like you, sinner. Nevertheless, I'll need you to humor me and prove you're the hand I think you are. For my sake, as well as yours. I've heard reports of stray eaters drifting close to the Crystarium. Come with me and put my mind at ease. A man with too many scars. These are making me sad. Very sad. Dang it. I am sad now. So we're doing the test run for each of these folks. And then I'm going to assume level 72 is going to be the main one. Because yes, I've heard that these things are an increment of 2, so I'm not going to be able to do all of them. Hey, Granson. There you are. Very good. The Sin Eaters were sighted west of the Accensor Gate. So we'll need to head through there before we begin our search. Oh, and if you happen to have any objections to killing eaters for sport, remember that many were once innocent people. You'll be doing them a favor putting them out of their misery. Gosh, this world is sad. Hey, Granson. Sorry, but I'll be sitting this one out. Need to make sure I can rely on you in battle first. You understand. I getcha. I'm just gonna stand here. Or not. Alright, let's see. Forgiven ignorance. Spiders. You know what? I should probably do the job quest for Gunbreaker to unlock the continuation ability. Because, I ain't got that. It's kind of big. It's kind of a really big thing to have. Alright, ideas you toad. Good. Clean work. This is clearly not your first time. I should do this once more just to confirm it wasn't a fluke, though. Besides, the world could do with less Sin Eaters. Follow me. Shouldn't be much further. Ah, you're a lot more cautious than the other guy was. Hey, grandson. How you doing? Any word? Don't look at me. Your prey is out there somewhere. Well, we'll see if he'll spawn out of nowhere. That's forgiven folly. A big spider. Dead. That it? Yeah, that'll do. You're exactly the sort of woman I'm looking for. And thank the gods for that. My apologies for subjecting you to such a silly test, but I'd rather not have an amateur's death on my conscience. Send it back to the Wandering Stairs and make this official, shall we? Gosh, these quests are making me sad, even though nothing's happened sad-related yet. Just because of the nature of, like, Cardinal Sin Eaters. Oh my gosh. It makes me sad. Why didn't I teleport? I don't know. I'm just wanting to mull this over, because, gosh, those guys, they wanted to save their world so bad. They did all they could. They went to a different world, almost brought another world to destruction just to save theirs. But as Artbert said, fighting blindly cost them everything. Oh my gosh. This makes me sad. This music is too freaking grandiose. So, just to make sure you're still keen on our arrangement, Lucia, will you join with me and hunt the dread fiend Dikaiosine and put an end to his accursed existence? Accursed existence. Excellent. Then it is settled. Now, every hunt begins with an investigation, and ours is no exception. The Dikaiosine can be a rather difficult eater to pin down. But before we commence ours, we would do well to attend to our respective preparations. Let me know when you are ready to proceed. Give this to my Dirk. Gosh, you make me sad. It's level 72. Yup, 72. Granson is eager to take the road. All set to embark on our great hunt, Lucia. Then let us be about it. But before you ask, I've no intention of leading us out into the wilds without even an inkling of Dikaiosine's whereabouts. Norvrant may not be a particularly large realm, but even before the flood, but it'd take us a dozen lifetimes to scour every nook and cranny. So, we'll start by asking around a place I know for a fact Dikaiosine has attacked before. The village of Wright, on Kalusia. While I don't have reason to believe he will return, I'd like to think that the survivors might know something of value. After all, you can be sure that they haven't forgotten the day that bastard came through. So, let us be off then. Hey, Granson. Welcome to Wright. I reckon it might not seem like much to you, but to me... Never mind. We'll save that conversation for after. Tracking down Dikaiosine is what matters right now. Let's split up and ask after that bastard. I'd be at better odds of turning up useful information that way, I'd wager. Yeah, I'll go not that way. I'll go this way. Which does end up leading to that same direction, but, you know. So, I take it this is his home. Skittish villager. What do you want with me? The Sin Eater? The one that came and killed everyone? Oh god, is he here? Then what? Why are you talking about him? No, I knew I should have stayed inside. There's nothing but death out here now. Death and horror and eaters and... Okay. Thought I could do it. Thought it had been long enough that I could go out and not see him lurking in every shadow. Wouldn't you deter me like you did everyone else? God, I'm such a fool. Well, calm down, dude. Everything's gonna be alright. I think. I hope. Hey, Granson, you're over here. Who are you talking to? Come and find me after you finish your inquiries. It's not a big village, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Okay. I can't seem to find this last person I need to talk to. Found one skittish individual, and the other one is completely eluding me. Okay, come on. So one of them's terrified. The other one will be way down here. Oh, shoot. Despondent. Huh? Where did you come from? What do you want with me? Gosh, you're burly. The Dikaiosine. That thrice damned eater, that's the spitting image of a Galgant knight? That Dikaiosine? I can't help you. All I know is that when he came, he... Wicked white. If you had seen the carnage, you would... I'm sorry. Can't talk about this. You okay? You sure? I said I can't talk about this. What's wrong with you thinking you can just walk into people's lives and poke at their scars? It's not right. Sorry. Gosh. Sorry, I'll walk away. Didn't mean to offend. Just trying to hop fences. Hey, Granson. So it looks like people are too traumatized to say anything. Well, not anything worth sharing. Wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. What we saw that day, what he did to us, there's no moving on from that. What exactly happened here? Well, I was planning to tell you the whole story, actually. Yeah, the whole story eventually, but I suppose now is as good a time as any. Oh boy, we're about to get sad, aren't we? I was born and raised in Wright. Lacking any real prospects, I eked out a living as a hunter. I'd have tried my hand at something more exciting had I not also been trying to provide for the love of my life, Melinda. It was about a year ago that she accepted a commission from this Umoran trader. Bloke dealt mostly in antiques, and he had this bracelet in need of restoration. Bloody old with a questionable provenance, but supposedly it once belonged to royalty or some such. The Fangs of Orthus, he called it. Me and Herd been talking about tying the proverbial knot, buying land, building a home, that sort of thing. Around here, that might not take much, but it was still a lot more than we had. So when the trader made his offer, she didn't hesitate to say yes. I'd gone down to the shipyard to pick up extra tools and materials she needed for the work. Quality stuff, but paid for itself 10 times over. But when I got back to Wright, the Chaos sign had been busy, despite at least a dozen newborn eaters fluttering about, trying to make sense of their new lot. A grandmother who lived next door and shared the fruits of her orchard with us. A gruff woodsman who had brought firewood to our doorstep in the dead of winter. Both of them reduced to mindless fiends. Just like that. There wasn't time to mourn or to think. I started looking for Melinda. And there she was, alive and well. Our eyes met and we knew it was going to be alright. We ran for each other and... Even now, a year later, it doesn't feel real. One moment she was there, right there, in front of me, and the next, she was... The Kaiosine knelt and took the Fangs of Orthus and left, leading a host of sin-eaters out of Wright. But Melinda... Still couldn't see her as anything else. She wouldn't budge. She just hovered there and stared, waiting for me to end it. Well, I could never say no to her. Not once in the years we've been together. For all the times she'd welcome me home with a bowl of hot stew. The times she laughed at my crude jokes and gave me counsel when I was losing my way. For all that and more, I killed her. I swore then and there I'd have my vengeance. The Kaiosine would die by my hand. I carved the scars in my flesh to mirror the ones he left on my soul. An enduring reminder of the vow that I never dare stray from the path. There. All done. No need to wallow in it. Wouldn't want my tragic yet trite tale to put you off our hunt. Still with me to the end, sinner? Yeah, I'm with you. That's the spirit. Still, I have some unfinished business here, so if you could give me a moment before we resume, I would be most grateful. That is so sad. I'm really sad. My friend. I am sorry. I am so sorry. I am sad. I am so sorry. I am going to go. I am sorry. We'll leave it at that. Oh my lord. Alright, I'm back, you freaking edgelord. What's up? I forgot the voice I gave you last time, so I'm gonna give you a new one. How's it going? Have you been? Defined by a loss. Oh, right, the sad story. We're gonna give you a new voice, I guess. I forgot. Granson would like nothing more than to leave right behind. Sorry to have kept you waiting, sinner. I'm sure you're eager to get back to it, as am I. Trouble is, in your absence, I failed to turn up any information as to the whereabouts of Takayo-san. Nothing? There is one line of inquiry I've yet to pursue, though. The Fangs of Orthus. The bracelet my beloved was supposed to restore, and that the Sin Eater took with him when he left right. Sin Eaters are mindless fiends driven only by base instinct. Everyone knows that. There's no need for worldly possessions. Yet Takayo-san took the bracelet away, which can only mean that there is something unique about this particular antique, or the sinless bastard somehow different from the rest of his ilk. Either way, I think we need to learn more about the Fangs of Orthus, and I know just the man to ask. The Yomoran trader who commissioned Melinda's services. Much as I'd like to question him myself, though, I don't think that's an option. Even though Takayo-san's attack was a year ago is common knowledge, I doubt the trader will believe that an eater stole his precious trinket. He's more likely to accuse me of theft and have me clapped in irons. So I'm afraid you have to go in my stead, Lucia. Melinda said he was a regular at the Beehive, so try looking for him there first. The Beehive, huh? Ah, must be one of them types then. I'll get to it. Sad tale, though. Best I keep my distance from the trader. If he suspects fraud, I'm liable to be his prime suspect. I'd rather not fight my way out of Yulmore unless I have to. I mean, if you can, that'd be pretty impressive. Hey, we're back at the Beehive. Give me the music. Chillax. Alright. Hey, industrious trader. And do I hold the pleasure that is your company? I'm here to ask about a bracelet. The Fangs of Orthus, you say? Very interesting. Indeed, it is interesting. I should be glad to tell you everything that I know, under the assumption that should you recover it, you'll see it return to its rightful owner at once. I purchased the bracelet from a traveling peddler who claimed it was a relic of Verbet, like glorious kingdom that fell with a flood like so many others. You spoke true from what I could tell, that I intended to sell it to a collector here for a tidy profit, after having it properly restored by an artisan in right. Alas, she was one of several casualties of a Sin Eater attack, during which the Fangs of Orthus mysteriously vanished. I have, of course, been keeping in touch with several contacts on the off chance that the thief might attempt to sell it. They have not, regrettably, but a piece of similar design did recently surface in Mortsuke, I am told. I was planning to dispatch an agent to investigate, but you seem more than capable of fulfilling that role. As for incentive, you may be assured that any information that aids me in the acquisition of the Fangs of Orthus or similar relics will be well rewarded. This kind of rubs me off the wrong way a little bit. The piece in question is a choker of similar age and design to the Fangs of Orthus. The owner has yet to find a buyer, I believe, but I should like very much to make it my own. Someone very important to someone died because of that thing. Hey, Granson, I got some info. So, what did our industrious patron have to say? Well, they say it turned something up in Mortsuke, so he thinks it was stolen, eh? Just as well. We'd probably not know where to head next if it wasn't for his distrusting nature. If this piece of similar design is related to the Fangs of Orthus, then it might attract Takayo-san's attention, assuming it hasn't already. Let's go. Fangs of Orthus. I wonder what it could possibly be. Wonder what his past was. We're back here. Hey, Granson. Sitting in the shade, I see. Fine weather we're having in Mortsuke, isn't it? No such thing as a thing without value. That's the creed of these folk. We'll find no shortage of rare petite trinkets here. Finding the right one, on the other hand, is a challenge. So divide and conquer, as before. So I accidentally pressed a button when I was looking at that, and I'm suddenly super intrigued on using that every time there's a dialogue option, because that adds us to a cinematic feel, and I like it. Yeah. Hey, human peddler. What's up? Yes? Do you have business with me, traveler? I'm here to ask about the Fangs of Orthus. Ah, the Vipertide Choker? Is that what all this fuss is about? Then you're in luck, for my husband has yet to sell it. Once we realized how valuable it was, though, he insisted on carrying it with him at all times. If you're not willing to wait for him to return, you could try to find him at the ruins where he's scavenging for relics. They're not far. Oh dear! That's bad news for you. You find my husband at the ruins outside of Mortsuk. Or you could wait for him to return, but he has the habit of losing track of time. Oh no! He has a reputation of just being late. So they're not gonna send help anytime soon. Oh no! Zinzin? Well, Matt, how may I be of service to you? I'm looking for a bracelet that I already know the answer to. Oh, a choker that once belonged to Vipertide royalty, you say? If only I had such a remarkable treasure in my possession. But no, I do not. In all of my years here, I have never even heard of someone unearthing such a thing. Yeah, they're over there, though. Do you happen to know where this Vipertide choker was dug up? I'd like to take a look myself. There could be other valuable goods just waiting to be discovered. There could be. I wouldn't advise it at the moment, though. Kind of a bloodthirsty beast kind of prowling around. Granson, I have clues, and we better hurry. What news, friend? Yeah, that someone's husband has it. To think that I was that easy. You've the luck of the Fae. But we need to hurry. If my theory's correct, then so long as that scavenger has a choker, he's a target for Jikayo-san. My thoughts exactly. Well, looks like I can't actually use that method. Because it automatically switches to this every time I click anything. So that's upsetting. Way down there, huh? Let me visit these folks again. Alright, heading to the destination next to Scissor Hands over here. Mercy! Mercy! Uh-oh. That is extraordinarily dangerously close. Take whatever you want, but please don't kill me. I have a family, Please! I'm begging you! Ah! Did I really just witness that? I'm a little in shock right now. See, I haven't seen something this dark in so long. And it's right next to the place where last time I saw it. I do not feel happy about doing what I'm about to do. Alright. Here we go. Let's see if I can remember how to play Dark Knight, because it has been a long time. Yeah, you stop that right now. I know you had a lot of tender love in your life, and I'm sad to be the one to usher you back to peace. Rest in peace. Forgiving cowardice. Just a simple man trying to live his life. My lord. That's upsetting. That is quite upsetting. God. That freaking hurt to watch. Oh no. We're gonna have to bring the news. Oh no. Hey Granson. Shame you missed the fun. This one bit off more than he could chew. Probably because it was a newborn. You can tell by the lingering vestiges of intelligence and self. You can see it in their eyes. Like when Takayo-san. Don't tell me. You saw him? I did, and I was just a little too late. Wicked White. And he took the choker too? Damn it. Damn it all! He can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away with it! It's just like right. I was too late to save him. Just like I was too late to save her. But not again. Never again! I'll hunt you to the ends of the world, Takao-san! Vengeance will be mine! Right, yes. Neither the time nor the place. More you just could be about. Yeah, like I understand your pain. I'm not gonna hold it against you to hold it in. Well, to let it out every now and then. It's just, every time I cut one down, it reminds me of my first. Of her. Dang. This is rough. This is rough, and I'm only like level 70, the level 74 part. This is rough. Dagnabbit. Hey, Granson. How you doing? We may have failed to stop him this time, but what matters is that we'll both live to see another day. Pity the scavenger didn't. And yet, the wife doesn't yet know she's become a widow. Sod it. I'll tell her what happened. I've been there, so maybe it'll help me to find the right words. Not that there ever are any. Afterwards, I'll have a good think about our next step. Don't let me keep you from your other affairs, Lucia. We'll speak again soon. This is really sad. This is really sad. Oh man. What's up? The princess and her knight. Granson has had his fill of Mortsuk. No. The peddler's getting to you? I understand. Hey there, sinner. I broke the bad news to the widow of that scavenger while you were away. She took it about as well as you'd expect. After she had cried herself hoarse, started asking her about the choker and where her husband had got it. Seems he and his mates took a trip to Omega a year or so back, hoping to cart off with all the verbitite treasures that they could carry from an untouched ruin they had learned about. Of course, in their greed, they neglected to account for the Fey folk, who killed or drove mad most of them. Those who didn't survive didn't come away empty-handed, though. In fact, they'd stumbled upon a remarkable find. 3 sacred treasures of the royal family. They escaped with 2, the Fangs of Orthus being one of them, which was sold by another scavenger to a Yomoran. Either that merchant you met at the Beehive or an agent of his, I'd wager. So it wasn't too long ago, then. So the merchant gives it over to Melinda for restoration, after which Takao-san attacks Right. Presumably, because he was after it as well. Meanwhile, the scavenger here in Mortsuk keeps the choker, the Eyes of Orthus, locked away for safekeeping, and when he finally decides to sell it, the sinless bastard just shows up again. Which brings us to the here and now. Damned if I know why, but at this point there's no denying that Takao-san's been hunting the royal relics. And so, assuming he hasn't already claimed the third one, the Claws of Orthus, then I say we should get our hands on it first and then use it to lure him out of hiding. But to that end, we'll have to venture into the fairy kingdom ourselves. Those scavengers didn't receive the warmest welcome, and we're not like to be treated any better. I was away with the Fae for a time. I've traveled to Ilmeg before. I know how it's like over there. Have you now? The little devils let you go? I can only assume they've taken a liking to you. That settles it then. We'll head to Ilmeg and ask after this verbitite ring. Does that mean I'm gonna have to do the pixie voices again? Oh, I am not prepared for this. Back to Litaran. Ah, jeez. Well, I get another round at seeing if I can do the pixie voices. Hey, Granson. My voice is not warmed up for this. What a remarkably uneventful trip. Kept jumping at shadows, waiting for eaters or foul demons or worse to attack. Though, that might be preferable to the Fae, frankly. Still, we're going to have to deal with them eventually if we're going to find this ring. After all, the Numo were part of Herbetite Society. Without their help, I'm not sure where to even begin our search. Perhaps there's a village of some sort you can guide us to. Well, there's Plaini. It's to the north, in a cave. Plaini, aye. Very well. Lead on, sinner. Alright. You just walk on ahead without me, and, I'll, be on over there. Alright. Here we are. Dang Ken. Dang it, Kenny. What's up? Something about your demeanor bespeaks a question unasked. Have I the right of it? This is true. We're asking about a, royal thing. A ring that belonged to the royal family of Verbert, and it was called the Claws of Arthas. But Verbert is long gone, as are the caretakers of the ring you seek. Who can say where it might have got to? Well, yeah, that's true. Anything else? Weep not for Verbert, for they had their time in the shade. All fade to white in the end, and we are no exception. You see, you are somewhere over there. Ialaul, or Lalaul, if that's a lowercase L at the start. Oh, hello there. You have questions for me? I'm here to ask about a royal ring. The Claws of Arthas. It is a ring, you say? The name I have heard before, but I know nothing save that. Oh, Sir Ul may serve the royal family before the flood. Somewhat temperamental they are, but surely they will have the knowledge of this treasure you seek. Oh. Alright, Granson. I got some info. Had yourself a conversation or three. Learn anything interesting. Yeah, someone named Sul Ul might know something. So this Sul Ul is the one we ought to speak with, eh? Former servant of the royal family. Which would mean they've lived well over a century. Bugger me. Yeah, it's been a long time. They've been around for a while. Alright. They'll probably have us do a little task or something. You know, equal exchange and whatnot. I see you've already found her, Granson. We found our Numo. Of late, you've proven yourself to be a skilled conversationalist. So why don't you explain the situation? Sure thing. Hey, Sewell. Ooh, cinematic shots. I do not know you, yet you seem to know me. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm about to read some private history of yours. The fifth was discovered yesterday. A young girl not yet of age, transformed into a misshapen beast like the others before her. As if we needed more proof of a pattern. At this rate, any citizen could be next. Tell me you at least learned something from this one. I studied her remains myself. Just plain powerful magic had been employed. Vestiges of the enchantment lingered out long after. The culprit, I think, is not a man to be trifled with. That is all I can say for now. But you may rest assured that I will ascertain their identity ere long. On my honor as court mage, I swear it. Until I do, however, I would implore you and your fellow knights to dispatch any who turn or show signs without hesitation. Oh, jeez. But these are our kith and kin. Shall we not try to keep them alive until a way to reverse their transformation can be found? Your mercy would place countless others at risk. As a knight of Verbert, did you not vow to serve all her people? Justice for the weakest among us, was it not? How many such innocents will die before you do what must needs be done? It pains me deeply, Brandon, but the safety of the royal family is paramount. I fear that to take anything less than the most drastic measures would be to invite death into the castle. Death is already here! Surely you must see that! Who's this? I would not let it be whispered that Princess Saldia turned a blind eye to her people's suffering. These crimes are a tragedy that weighs upon every Verbertite soul, mine most of all, and that is why I will take charge of the investigation myself. My lady, be reasonable. You cannot put yourself in harm's way. You have a responsibility to your subjects. So I am to gamble with their lives instead? Let them shield me while I alone take shelter and look down on them from on high? Yes, exactly! You are the princess! You are Brandon, yes? The new recruit? Rather promising one, from what the captain has told me. You will attend me personally. My lady! You heard me. I will not stand idly by when I have the power to make a difference. Together, we will see justice done for all, as your vow and your princess demand. Lady Soldia, I understand. Forgive me my hesitation. My life and my sword are yours to command. I have great expectations for you. I trust you will not disappoint me. Right. There is no telling when our culprit will strike again, so we must begin our investigation at once. There are witnesses to be questioned, clues to be gathered. Come. Oh. Now? Lady Soldia! You have a little stubborn child. I wish you the best of luck, Brandon. You'll need it and more. Hey! Are you alright? The way you were holding your head, as if racked by a terrible pain. What happened to you just now? I saw a glimpse of the past, actually, and I know of its position. Lady Soldia! You saw her with your mind's eye? Then it is as I suspected. You have the gift too. You are like Brandon. What do you mean she's like Brandon? Why have you come to me? What is it that you seek? Well, we're here to seek an item so we can stop the Kyle-san. I see. And for this hunt of yours, you have come to Ilmeg in search of the claws of Orthus. I'm afraid this is no simple matter. First, I want to know that you are capable of facing the eater you seek. Oh dear. Another one of these trials. There is a spot in a river not far from in which I used to bathe. So a number of beasts grew equally fond of it. If you are the warrior you claim to be, they should pose no challenge whatsoever. Well, you can count on me to dispatch these things. As for you, I have questions. Oh boy. What else you got to say? You have no difficulty finding my favorite bathing spot? Why, once you lay eyes upon it, I should be surprised if you too were not tempted to take a dip. I see. Any input, Granson? See to the beast, Lucia. Sulul and I have a few things to discuss. Alright. We're at the destination. Ooh. Yep. Looks very fanciful. Very fey. Man, makes you wonder how the people of Herbert was like. A dark mutant, what the frick? How about they? Okay, I'm doing things a little tad bit wrong. A little bit on the wrong side of things. Yeah, I guess I could just do this thing. Critus. Up. I can now just do single target. Swabam and swabam. Yeah, I need to remember salted earth is a thing. Dark mutant, huh? Intriguing. They're not sin eaters. Dark mutant. What the frick? So wait, interesting. So that was way in the past then, that vision. And that vision was back when they were fighting the darkness, if I recall correctly, the Asians. And I have a feeling that Brandon formulated some strong connection with the princess, showing that. And that the three relics that we're looking for all were things that she wore. Huh. So he might be collecting something precious. But he's kind of stealing something precious from everyone else. I'm noticing a pattern. The loss of loved ones in this story. So I have a feeling it could have been something deeper. Knight and the princess. The princess and her knight. Sorry, dyslexic a little bit. Hey, Granson. See to the beast, Lucia. I did. The beasts are no more, then? Darn right. Good, good. I hadn't the heart to do it myself, for they were no ordinary beasts, but old friends who had survived the flood. Victims of the curse you heard us speak of in your vision. Oh! So this curse transforms people into monsters. Calcinians can spawn more of their own kind. So they're void sent. I will speak no more of this or other matters until you have completed the task I set before you. This is not negotiable, Granson. Lucia accepted my terms, and so must you. So secretive. The both of you. Can't we all just speak plain? Your comrade refuses to acknowledge his situation. This may take time, but I am patient. Indeed, I have dealt with many a stubborn child in my life. Yeah, Granson, you don't have the time. He's over a century-year old, and so I'm assuming he can live longer. Yeah. You've returned. Made me go and gather a bunch of strange mushrooms, so hopefully we can finally get some answers. Oh, it was a simple task. Sul-Ul seems rather more pleased to entertain you than Granson. Understandably, Granson does not seem to really have much time for this. Exemplary timing, Lucia. 'Twas not more than a moment ago that Granson returned, having at last obliged my humble request. Humble request my arse. This one's no better than you more an aristocrat, so accustomed to making others do their bidding. I tell you, there's something off-putting about taking orders from a dog. Ere you continue and give me cause to reconsider aiding your hunt, perhaps you should ask your questions. Fine. Lucia said she saw a vision of you and Brandon looking thick as thieves. You were friends, eh? Now what's he up to now? Brandon is dead. He died a century ago, together with his comrades in an attempt to halt the flood that they themselves set in motion. I presume you speak of the eater that took possession of his corpse. The Kaiosine, aye, but unlike most eaters, has been doing more than roam about aimlessly. For some reason, he's been hunting down royal treasures of old Verbet. He's been killing anyone who got in his way. Is he now? What an irony. Even in death he remains a slave to duty. A knight brave and true. He's a murderer, and I'll not hear it said otherwise. He ruined my life, killed my beloved right before my very eyes. Every night I go to bed dreaming of the day I'll take for my revenge. Oh, I see. Truly you have suffered a terrible loss. But while your thirst for vengeance is quite natural and understandable, it is ultimately misguided. Unusual behavior notwithstanding, the Kaiosine is nevertheless no more than an eater. To hate him is to hate the sea that claims the ship, the disease that steals the child, the tremor that topples the home, the mindless force of nature that begets destruction, driven by fragmented memory. Don't you dare make excuses for him! You think I wanted any of this? I grew up on a farm. I could barely wield a sword. Now I've got to kill one of the bloody Cardinal Virtues. Hate and anger and vengeance are all I've got now. My every waking moment is dedicating to plotting his death. It has to be. It has to be. So just tell us where the goddamn ring is and we'll be on our way. This is how it has to be, hmm? Who you have to be? Nay, I think not. You ask too much, demand far, far too much. And in exchange for what? This I cannot abide. Are you trying to barter with me? You little shite. Tell me what I want to know or I'll beat it out of you. Hey, calm down, man. Back off, Lucia. I won't let anyone or anything get standing between me and Melinda's murderer. Brandon was a dear friend. To know that an eater disgraces his flesh and his memory pains me more than I can well express. It would bring me great comfort if you were to grant him peace. I should like to share with you a story, if you would be so kind as to join me in Liagia. It better have a point. Man. I can't even get mad at him yelling around like that. That's some deep pain he's suffering through. Like, he was forced to just kill his wife, essentially. Right? Not even wife. They were anticipating to be married. So, that was when love was at its strongest. They didn't have any time to fade. It was still building up to a climactic point of being together. And it was cut off at a very, very sensitive moment like that. So, I can't be mad at any retort he throws my way regarding that. I understand his desire for vengeance. Well, I don't truly understand it, but I understand it cuts deep. And it's a pain that I don't think he'll ever get over. I'd be surprised if he does get over it. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see him getting over something as big as that. Hey, Granson. Why are we here again? Oh boy. Prepping for a fight. Wow, that's a cool angle. "'Tis beautiful, even now. A palace of forgotten dreams. But before I was Leagear, in the time of Herbert, it was Grunish leaked. The memory of mine in which you walked was of a troubled time, when the people of our kingdom were preyed upon by an ambitious fool." Ah, one of those. "Brandon, then a young knight who had only just won his spurs, had caught the eye of Princess Soldia, who chose him as her personal guardian. However, he was far too inexperienced, and was unable to keep her safe when she ventured outside these walls on one of her investigations." What? "For his failure, he was stripped of his knighthood, and shortly thereafter he quit Verbert. I thought I would never see him again." Oh. "But then one day, he returned, one of several wandering adventurers led by a man named Ardbert, who had accepted our invitation to look into the mysterious transformations which had continued unabated in Brandon's absence. Lady Sodia was overjoyed, and for a time it was like nothing had changed. They spoke often and grew even closer." Yep, I can see where this is going. "And then came the day when we learned the truth. When we learned that the architect of our kingdom's suffering was none other than the court mage Tadric." Oh! So he was sitting in the inside pulling the strings. Playing everyone for a fool. Organizing them to go places that would be highly dangerous to off-out royalty. It's him. It's him, Brandon. I'm sorry. So am I. Come, let's have done with it. And then the battle with a court mage, I assume. Yup. Jeez, okay. The Verbertites have a pretty cool sense of fashion, I'm not gonna lie. Sort of. Yeah. I get conflicted more I look. "It was you, Tadric. Do not deny it. Tormenting our people, twisting and transforming them into monsters, and for what?" Brandon. After I took such pains to be rid of you. You may strip me of my titles, but not my oaths. I shall serve Lady Sodia till my dying breath. As you like. Once I have killed you and your friends, there will be no one left to stop me from claiming the throne. Hear me, my children. The hour of reckoning is at hand. Rejoice, for a noble sacrifice shall you find everlasting joy. I should give you a different voice. Lord Tadric, it hurts. Soon you shall know no more pain. You are literally a mustache twirling villain. You have the mustache. I was going to make it quick for old time's sake, but now I think I ought to take my time. Oh, dang. I've not once ever played a paladin. Time to learn. Swashbuckler, great. Fight, resist, figure with 10 minutes. Gotcha. Here we go. Come, my children, render up your lives for your master. For all your crimes and more, you will pay. Come on. Oh, right, Ardbert has those. The direct approach isn't working. Your feeble tricks are no match for my magics. He's drawing upon the ether of his tools. Kill them! No need to tell me twice. Poor bastards. That's what you get for trusting a court mage. Brandon, bring them all in close. All right. We're close. You got something in mind, Ardbert? Dang. Such an incredible display of strength. The stuff of legends. There's no escape, Tadric. Surrender! While I still have so many lives at my disposal? I think not. Monstrosity. Oh no. Not like this. This wasn't the deal! Come, children. In death shall your meaningless life gain purpose. A different limit. Brandon Golden Neobot. Alright. Now burn bright for me and die! 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 How many more must die for your vanity? Brandon, don't let him cast that spell! Do whatever it takes! Right. Interrupt. Oh, I should have let that keep on casting. Whoops. I need to wait for it at the last second to use that. I mean, that uninterrupted thing is just kind of sitting there. You are most tenacious, but everyone has their limits. That attack's too much for any one person to take! We have to stand together, understood? Okay. That was a lot of damage. Your end is nigh! Heal. Heal the others. No sacrifice is too great to claim by what is right mine! Rise, my children, and defend me! Tadric! Oh dear. Surely no one can harness such a massive torrent of ether. Such obedient children, to offer up their lives in sacrifice. Unrepentant to the last. This madness dies with you. Should I be stacking up with him over there? Oh, that's over. Oh, I didn't see what she said. What is this life if but a medium for my magics? How much longer can you hold the line, I wonder? Ah, my lord. Right here? Bastards king to drag this out! We can't keep this up forever! Well, I hope you're not running too low on mana. I can't really tell. Bring them here! Oh, I guess I should bring them over here. Everyone! Now's our chance to turn the tide! Oh, that's damage down. I thought it was defense down. Well, you know what I mean. I've still got a few arrows in my quiver. Brendan, bring them into the center like before! Alright. Do it, Brenda! Slap them all! Oh, shoot! Double limit break! Wow! When are we getting this as a feature? Dang! See that, Tadric? You're next! Time to thin the herd. Starting with that dwarf, perhaps? What? Don't you touch her, you bastard! Oh no! They all are just oh wait, no, they're all stunned. Brandon, we have to defend limit at all costs! Working on it. Ow. Thought you might try that. Thank you both. And now we go here. I tire of these theatrics. Let us end this farce here and now. Oh, hail Lord Tadric, they're saying. My lord, I don't think I've seen you before. This castle will be your doom! Sanctified Quake 3? He's channeling a vast quantity of ether. Whatever's approaching, we can't let him finish. You heard Limit. We have to stop him. Okay. This one's almost down. Ow, I'm in pain. Don't ask for mercy, Tedric. You won't get it. Wow, that cast time is ridiculously long. Jeez. Alright, everyone, give him all you got. Fight or flight. Keep slapping him. Keep slapping him. Sanctified Quake 3 is halfway done. Keep pressing 1. Keep pressing 1. We did it. You give that rope a bad look. It makes me upset that that's my caster chest piece. Meddlesome wretch! This kingdom is by rights mine! Brandon! What is the meaning of this? He's the one behind it all. Tedric, you... But why? After serving us faithfully for so many years. I am no servant! No servant! Not of your mother, or father, or you! Uh-oh. My lady! God damn you! Oh no. His last hurrah, of course. You have one last say. What did he do? Lady Lusadia! Speak to me! Speak to me! Brandon, my dear, brave Brandon, am I your princess still? Would you honor your vows, even now? Now and ever after, my lady. My sword is yours to command. No! Oh no! I knew this was gonna be the trend happening. That is well. Well that I had the strength to wield it myself. Steal your heart, brave Brandon, and for the good of Herbert and her people. No. I cannot! I will not! Honor your vows to your kingdom, to your princess. Oh dear.
To be your friend, who never doubted you, who knew that you would return. Seek justice. Hush.
No. It should be me. Oh no. Memory sequences are my weak point. Dang it. Oh, that hit hard. Ah! Where were you? We've rounded up the rest of Tadric's co-conspirators and tossed them into the jail. The ones who hadn't been corrupted by his magics, that is. Silva, you give me some sketchy vibes. Oh no, that's where you got the crystal. Silva, are you the Ascian in disguise? Your job was to make this... Okay.
I'll not hesitate again. No matter the cost. No matter the sacrifice.
Oh gosh. Oh my lord. It's a painful memory. Well, you saw what happened? Yeah, they took the final battle in the court against the court mage. Look at White. She begged him to do it. Like Melinda. Come, let us quit this place and return to Blackany. Yeah, let's go. So he also had to do it. I had a feeling this was... well, that's what was gonna happen. I was not liking the whole trend it was setting. Loved ones dying over and over and over. Like, it was a very personal thing he was doing to everyone. Well, it wasn't personal on his part, it's just that agonizing memory of losing a loved one and having to kill them yourself. Yeah. Man, that's hitting me hard. This one's hitting me hard. Hey, Granson. Yeah. Yes, Urul. Do you know why I entered into the royal family service many years ago? Because when I was attacked by a wild beast which nearly tore me to shreds, it was Lady Saldia who came to my rescue. She saved me, and that is a debt that can never be repaid, for there is naught in this world which holds greater value than life itself. Not even her death absolves me of it, and so I must always first consider her wishes, her desires, what she would want for me and her kingdom, for Brandon, and yes, even for you, Granson. For me. To define oneself in opposition to the other, an other bereft of complexity of nuance, wholly devoid of redeeming qualities. A villain. Indeed, there is comfort and certainty in hatred. But it is a false and fleeting comfort. Bought with lies we tell ourselves about who we are, what we must be, what we must do. And never you mind the cost. If anything, the more we offer up in sacrifice, the better. Do you not see? Brandon was right to hesitate, to doubt. The unwavering blade cares not whom it serves, nor who it cuts. I think I need a moment. Perhaps you two as well. Leave us for now, Lucia. This is one stinger of a role quest. I love it so much. That one, for a word of reference, this is the last role quest I've been doing. The last of them. And, yeah. This one's hitting the hardest. This one is indeed hitting the hardest. Yes, Su'ul is eager to hear what Granson has to say. Man. Let's hear it. Granson, I have given you ample time to consider the path that has brought you here, and where it invariably leads all who walk it. I didn't know what to do after I lost Melinda.
or to mourn for her, or how to live. I felt that if I put it all into Kaio's sign, put everything into the hunt, that at least I wouldn't have to think about it myself, or what comes next. I wanted to hollow myself out, fill up that hole with hate, forget who I was, and irony of ironies. That's just what the poor bastard tried to do to himself a century ago too, isn't it? Hard making hard choices. What a rot. Hold on to Melinda and the memories you shared. Let that love guide you. Think not to Kansai, but Brandon, grant him peace. You'll find your own. This is a difficult one for me to choose. I want to say hold on to Melinda and the memories you shared. Those are beautiful things you never want to let go of. I'm personally fond of holding on to memories myself. As much as I can. You're right. I don't need the hate. Never did. I'll finish it for Melinda. And for Brandon. And then I'll move on. Move on, you say? I can't live off hate. Shouldn't have made it this far, frankly. The more I try to reach for it, the more I find sorrow? Pity? Curse not fate, but mourn her victims. Remember the dead as they lived. Aye, something like that. I reckon Lucia would agree, and Melinda, if she were here, would probably slap me a dozen times and call me a bloody fool for acting the way I have. Or maybe you've been thinking about doing that in her stead, eh? Perhaps, from time to time. Apologies for treating you with such disrespect before, Su'ul. I'd like to claim I finally understand what you've been trying to tell me all this time. But I'm still getting my head around it. Recognizing your faults is the first and most important step. I will tell you what I know of the claws of Orthus. The ring, together with the bracelet and choker, were 3 relics passed down through the royal family over generations, signifying the owner's right to rule. Princess Soria was the last of her line, and after her death, they were stored in a sanctuary for safekeeping. However, a year ago, a band of thieves learned of its existence. The ones who stole the fangs and eyes of Orthus? Yes, the relics were concealed with magical wards. I can only presume that once they were spirited away, the Kaio sign was then able to sense their presence. Even in death, a slave to duty, you said. You think he pursued the thieves out of an instinctive loyalty to his princess? That I do. After all, he was content to leave them to be so long as they remained hidden. Only 2 of the 3 were taken, and the 3rd is still, claim the claws of the Orthus and he will surely come for you, yes. Timgius is where you must go. Once you arrive at the place I marked on your map, cast this powder into the air. The glamour will fade and you will see the chest with the ring. The rest is up to you. Thanks, Su'ul. Thank you, Su'ul. I promise we will bring your friend peace. With me, sinner. Alright, let's go. And may you find peace as well, child. I love this quest line. I love it so much. It vibes with me so much. Go to the place I marked on your map, and there use the powder in the satchel to dispel the glamour concealing the coffer. You will find the ring within. Thank you. I'll be on my way that direction. That's Volokdorf. Oh, it's way over here. Whoops. I mean, yeah, the quest line is a bit on the edgy side, but I freaking love the strings it pulls here. I'm a bit of a fan of tragedy. As weird and sadistic that may sound, they pull at some strings that several other stories tend not to pull as hard. But yeah, the theme and the stuff that this quest line is going, right up my alley. Like, man, I love this so much. I love the vibe. Like it's gonna sound weird and dumb and masochistic as all heck, but I love the pain it brings. Am I weird for saying that and thinking that? I might be. Hey, Granson. This should be the place. You've got the powder on you, right?
I do. I do. Right. There we go. Problem solved. A small satchel containing a fine powder comprised mainly of ground mushroom and enchanted with pneumo magics. Useful for dispelling all manner of illusions, save the ones under which we choose to labor. I see. Well, 420, here we go. You toss the powder into the air, and as it slowly settles to the earth as twinkling motes of lights, a coffer begins to take shape. Here we go. Let's meet a conclusion to this tragic tale. This must be the claws of Orthus. All that's left is to decide when and where we want to confront the Eater. We might not get the chance. These cardinal sins tend to, Yup. You noticed it right away. Seems to be using dark magic to get around. Or we could deal with it here and now. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Hey there, old man. I don't know you. You don't know me. But I know your story. And I know this isn't you. And I know that if Lady Saldia was here, she'd say the same thing. It'll all be over soon. I promise you. Alright. Let's get to it. An end to this tragic tale. Come! Let's put the poor bastard out of his memory. Out of his misery. Sorry. Alright. Let's accrue these cartridges first before doing the big wombo combo. Let's put them on focus. Alright, and now we do it. Do that. I'm kind of in focus mode right now because this is kind of taking all my focus to do this giant wombo combo. There we go. There we go, yeah. Spirits without. Let's move out of there. Where are you going? Seraph Blade? I take it that's gonna be a frontal sweep. Yep. It had no, Brand of Sin. What the? Did he do that? Oh, jeez, what? Okay. Well, that's hardly fair. Hold on, sinner. What the frick? I'm stuck. Help. This is surprisingly complicated. You're still with me? Yeah, I'm still here. Thankfully. Oh, jeez. Granson! Dagnabbit! Move out of the rings! Dang it, Granson! You moved perfectly in between them! Get out of the Venn diagram, Granson! Ah, dang it! Spirits without. Alright. Big wombo combo, here we go. Dagnabbit. Yeah, this. Bright Sphere is what he's doing now. Oh, it's these. I'm aware of this. Slap. Slap. Bloodstain. Ah, dang it. It wore off. The burst cooldown is. Alright, stay behind for Seraph Blade. We're doing good. So, well, I would say you're doing good at least, but I don't know if you... at the amount of times you stood in... Ah, dang it. It doesn't smell right. Stand back. Okay, got it. Get hit by this. There we go. And then here. This is complicated. This is a much more mechanically... tough old bastard, isn't he? I'm no slouch myself. It's a lot more mechanically advanced than the other ones. Which is interesting. Okay. Get over here. Spirits without. Dang it, I thought I went off. Seraph's Blade, get behind him, Sarah. Get behind him, Granson. Get behind him. Dagnabbit. Oh, wait. Oh! That was the wrong way. Whoops. My bad. Never mind. Belay all of the yelling I was doing earlier. I have no right to berate you over anything. Not after that's done. Whoops. Okay. Just prone to be dashing around. Brand of sin. Stop. Kick. Oh, come on. Not again. Can I, like, arm's length and just avoid that? Looks like it's my turn. I'm counting on you, sinner. Don't worry. Put the shield on you. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of pain your way. Look at what I felt in that one. Thanks. Yeah, no props. Bright sphere. Alright, here we go. I've been doing a good job at keeping all these things off cooldown. Okay. Ow. Granson, you're taking a lot of hits. You keep standing at things. Clutch thing. Get out of there, friggin'. Like now, but Granson. Alright, so he's looking that way for a Seraph Blade. Okay. Now I can yell at you. Granson, frickin' stand behind him. I had to make sure I did it right too. First before doing that. Might makes right? Oh, whoops. And then here. I just keep doing this. Standing here. Over here. Cool. Oh, jeez. Bright sphere. That was a big, painful hit. Sanctified Holy 2. That's really more of that. Did I dodge any of that? I feel like I did not. Granson, you're not looking too hot. Let's debuff him. Granson's getting slapped. Dagnabbit. Bright sphere. Granson, just take the things. Oh dear. Jeez. We're almost got him. Stay up a little bit longer. Well done. Well done. Not dying. Man, that was a fun one. I like that one. Damn eater. Let him go! He's not your puppet! There it is. Finally. You watching, Melinda? It's right there. Here it is. The last of them. Now and ever after, my lady Soldia, my sword is yours to command. Brandon, he's still in there? I'll not hesitate again. No matter the cost. No matter the sacrifice. Wait, is he trapped in the memory still? You're wrong, Brandon! That's not what she would want! Let go of your anger! Let go of her!
But that would make me lesser in your eyes, wouldn't it? To shoulder a burden that need not be mine. No. I will not forsake compassion and love. I will not dishonor your memory. Oh, my Lady Soldia. He's gone. Oh, there they are. And with that, the three treasures of the royal family are united. Now we've just got to find a place to stick them, so that no scavenger ever stumbles upon them again. Right in my pocket. Least we can do for the princess and her knight. Am I right? Yeah, you got the right of it. Maybe Sulul will have some ideas. Let's head back to Pliny. I frickin' like this one a lot. Like, a lot. I really like this role quest. Not gonna lie. I'm talking like the quest before this one. The flashback sequence. Flashback sequences are my weak spot, and it got me close to the water falling. I guess I'll just call it that. Hey, Granson. After you, Lucia. Hey, Sulul. Is it done? Brandon has been laid to rest. You saw us when we arrived. Do you really have to ask? No, I suppose not. Oh, my dear friend. I pray you have found peace. And what of you, Granson? Has the turmoil in your heart subsided at last? I suppose so. Though, to be honest, it felt like I made peace with him before we even fought. Because you finally saw him for what he was, and accepted that truth into your heart. The battle was but an afterthought. Easy for you to say. You didn't have to cross blades with a bloke. By the way, I brought you some gifts. The 3 royal relics of Albert! Then Brandon was safeguarding both the bracelet and the choker. And now it's your turn to look after the whole lot. That's what Lady Soldia and her knight would have wanted, I reckon. Yes, of course. That their souls may sleep soundly forevermore. We shall enshrine these relics for all eternity. Man. Now that that's settled, I suppose we should be on our way. There's a detour I'll have to take, but afterwards I'd like to speak with you back at the usual spot in the Crystarium. Sure thing. Be well, Sulul. Wow. I think that one has a bright life ahead of him. Few can find the strength to overcome such terrible tragedy, but he did. As have you, on no few occasions, I am sure. Yeah. It has been a pleasure, Lucia. Do visit me should you ever yearn to hear an old fool prattle on and on. Alrighty. After all, a smile better suits a hero. Anything else to say? Oh, you wish to listen to my ramblings now? Nay, I think not. Another time, Lucia, another time. Alright, fair enough. To have loved and lost. Gosh, I love the theme of this one. Ah. Hey, Granson. Back in the usual spot. What's up? Well, Matt Sinner. Glad to see you made it back safe and sound. Having returned to where it all began, I can't help but think back to when I first came here, thinking only of Takayo-san and my revenge. I was so wrapped up in my own personal affairs that I didn't realize I was only pushing others away. Leonard was the only one who saw through the facade. He's a perceptive one. He's a perceptive one, Took one look at me when I got back and broke into a smile. But enough about him. I've got to thank you properly, Lucia. I owe you so much for sticking with me to the end. So what's next for you, Sinner? Good question. Can't say I feel at home here or in writing it. Can't say I feel at home here or in Wright or anywhere else. So I might spend some time on the road. Might not be as skilled as a fighter as you, but I reckon I'm better than most. And there's always someone in need of a reliable sword hand. Yeah, you can work on those mechanics though. Melinda would want me to use my talents for a noble purpose. Helping folks in need fits the bill. Hells, isn't that what Brandon and his comrades wound up doing in the end? So, let's not call it a goodbye. Let's just say, until the next hunt. Until the next hunt, my friend. Wheresoever you go, may you find shade, sinner. Likewise. Wow. I love these camera shots. Oh, well done. Bravo. Bravo to this one. Bravo. What a good story. To have loved and lost. Wow. Well done, game. Well done.